Hi there guys, it's David here from Amazing Brain Hacks. This morning, beautiful day, after the storm last night. It was a rough one. I thought it was going to blow the roof off at some point, but we made it. Today I want to talk about something a bit controversial in the fact that what I want to say is it's not your fault if you're a fat pig. If you're a fatty, you're not to blame. And the reason I say that is simple. You were programmed in the first 6 or 7 years of your life to be a fat pig. Now, the good news is you don't have to remain that way. But all these diets that people follow and, this idea of eating less and using willpower, that's all, it's just nonsense, because if you understand the mechanics of the way the brain works, then you'd realize that dieting in the conventional way that we diet doesn't work. And it doesn't work because you've got to get to the underlying problem, which is the way we think. And thinking comes from programming. And programming is in the subconscious mind. So when you talk to yourself, let's say, for example, you're walking along the street and you say, "Oh, I'd love to eat that donut in the shop. It's lovely and sugary and sweet, but I have to resist because I'm too fat." And then you go in and you eat the donut anyway. And after you've eaten it, you feel like crap. Well, that's because in your subconscious mind, you were reconfirming yourself as being fat by eating the donut. So the idea of trying to resist eating the donut doesn't work, because your subconscious mind says, yes, it's okay, go in there and eat that donut because you're a fat person. And fat in the subconscious may mean lack of self-esteem, it may mean self-worth, lack of self-worth. It's not necessarily that you're programmed to say, I am fat, but you're programmed in a self-destructive way. So some people might translate this "I'm not worthy" as drinking lots of alcohol and destroying their health that way, or destroying their life. So it translates differently to different people. So what do you do about this? How do you not be a fatty anymore? Well, you have to reprogram the subconscious mind. Simple as that. So there are 3 ways to do this. Guided meditation, listening to meditation as you fall asleep, when you're in this theta state in the mind where you can download new information and get through those barriers that the subconscious will put up to stop you changing your habits. This theta state that you're in when you're falling asleep, that's the best time to listen to these guided audios, because they will rewrite your thinking. That's the first way. The second way is by repetition. So it's just simply repeating the new way of thinking, the new thought pattern over and over and over and over again. But having said that, doing that during the day when you're conscious and you're awake is not nearly as effective as doing it when you're in that state of sleepiness, drowsiness, or maybe even a relaxed state. If you can lie down on a bed, remove all distractions and close your eyes and breathe deeply and relax all your body, that could be more effective. But not when you're walking through a busy street and you've got all the distractions around you. If you try to repeat affirmations or new thinking patterns, then they won't really sink in and they won't be effective. So it's not that you're doing the wrong thing, you're just doing it at the wrong time. And the third way is a method that is called EFT, that it's basically tapping on different parts of your body. You would tap around the eye, below the eye, below the nose, here, the chin, the chest, and under the arm. And while you're doing that, you're repeating, you're acknowledging your behavior, that you're fat, you're overweight, but at the same time, even if you are fat, you still completely accept yourself, you love yourself for who you are, and you continue the tapping and you acknowledge that you're fat and maybe you should do something about this, and you continue to acknowledge it. And this is a way of rewriting and reprogramming, and I would recommend that you do that yet again in a relaxed state, early in the morning, just as you rise, or just before you go to bed. That's when it's most effective. So, there is hope. Even if you're a fatty, you can change. I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much. Bye bye.